Have you ever been fishing and looked out onto the beautiful, majestic lake and thought, this shit needs some aliens? No, not those kind of aliens. The type of aliens you'd probably see if Mike Wazowski decided to take a break from the city. Welcome to Galactic Catch, the creatively fun fishing game. And before we go any further, this video is sponsored by Baobab Studios, the creator of Galactic Catch, as well as some really other great VR cinema that you've probably already seen and not know that these people made it. And I'll be leaving a link for their studio down in the description below, as well as a link to be able to get Galactic Catch if you like this video. For any of you that have seen the channel before, you'll know that I'm probably feeling like a fish out of water right now. I try to immerse myself in almost every VR game I can get my hands on, but I normally am drawn to shooters. That's just what I normally play. But I actually got lost in the magic of Galactic Catch and started just playing the game, ignoring the missions and just having fun fishing. The basis of Galactic Catch, of course, is that it is a fishing game. However, the creative minds at Baobab Studio push this past its limit. Rather than just having you throw your reel out at any old lake and just catching any regular fish you could just look up on Google, it has you fishing in various spots on different alien planets, and you get to catch fish that are only indigenous to that area. Then it gives you missions to catch certain types of fish and certain sizes in order to unlock new areas. And with all the different species and areas that I got to encounter, I sort of turned into a Walmart brand Australian fish hunter. Now, as you can easily see here from the two sharp front teeth, the single eye, and the two equally distant purple underfins, that his wife kicked him out about 3 months ago, and he's been crashing on his friend's couch from college. As you can see here with the two eyes, one being on top of the other, that this guy really has a rough time playing darts with his mates over at the pub. Additionally, I was really just trying to capture a fish with one eye, so you are going to become fish sticks.
I like it, Kudgy.
As you can clearly see here, from the glassy eyes, the pale expression, and whatever this glowing stuff is on him, that he's probably high on some shrooms. Well, clearly, with the fungus growing on this old bloke's head, we can tell where the other one got the shrooms from. Oh, now this one is a beauty, but you can clearly tell from the soft pink skin, the saddened expression, and the two front teeth that his parents could not afford braces and he was bullied all throughout high school. As you can see with this big boy here, he is a little bit bloated, probably took on too much water. Get it? What water? Is because he's no one understands me. Now this one here grew out some beautiful fins. Look at the green glow on the side of it as well. He's probably trying to attract a mate. Sorry, but I'm not interested. As you can see here, with the singular eye and the light source directly in the middle of it, but this one probably flashbangs himself all the time.
Think fast, chuckle nuts!
You can definitely tell from this one with the pale skin that he plays way too much VR. And lastly here, with his golden beauty with the big old smile, you can tell that he's just happy to be a part of the video. Also, every time you capture fish, not only does it give you a rating on it based off of its size and weight. Oh, I'm not bad at catching them, they're just small. That makes sense, right? But you can also collect materials. You can use those materials in order to craft new reels, new charms, new lures, and even decorations for your aquarium. Yes, you can have your own aquarium and put all the fish that you collect in there. Not gonna lie, I got 10 bucks that says that the one with the big teeth eats those small two within the hour. Ah yes, and I can encourage my fish to continue to do shrooms even after I've kidnapped them. Did I really need to craft this? It's just a stupid boulder.
It's not just a boulder, it's a rock.
And before you ask, I didn't think it was possible either, but I was actually able to stand inside the aquarium. Wait, that thing is part shark? I probably shouldn't have been standing that close to it. And this game actually does have a really funny storyline that starts out with the main two characters getting eaten. And in order to save them, you need to be able to craft a legendary lure using the crafting materials I mentioned earlier to catch the fish and get your friends out of its mouth. But if we're being honest, with the amount of time I spent just having fun catching fish, they've probably already digested. The way that the game operates is that you start with the lure. Depending on what type of lure that you have in order to attract the fish, some fish will be easier to attract than others. There are generic lures, there's ones that help attract bigger fish, there's some that attract angler fish, some that attract one-eyed fish, and others that you'll be able to craft. Once you attach your lure and look out onto the lake, you'll see that the fish are highlighted in different colors. If it's green, the fish is going to be more attracted to that lure. So for example, if I put on a lure that attracts one-eyed fish, and then I look out onto the lake and I see a green one under the water, most likely that is going to be a one-eyed fish. Yellow is going to be neutral, and red means that they're probably not going to be attracted to your lure and you probably won't catch that fish. No, go away. Go away, yellow fish. I want the red fish. Stop, that's not for you, orange fish. I want the red fish! The colors are not always a guarantee though. For example, there are some fish that prefer moving lures, so you may need to put the lure in front of it, bob it up and down a little bit, sort of move it along the water by reeling it a little bit in order to attract it. Once you hook the fish, you'll be able to see that there is a circle that represents the line's tension. Red is too much tension and blue is too little tension. The goal is to get the fish closer to you while keeping it in between the red and the blue. And there's also instances where you'll need to be able to move your rod in certain directions in small jolts or in large pulls in order to keep the fish on the line. Sort of like a shark thrashing around its food, but you're just trying to catch fish sticks. And really that's the main concept of it, is just thrashing, reeling, and trying to make sure you get the fish closer to you and collect the fish with its resources once you have it. And I think personally one of my favorite parts about this whole experience is not only how visually beautiful it is when you're in VR, but also the fact that there is zero consequence to you actually losing the fish. I think all of us are very familiar with these different types of high-risk games where you could go in for maybe even only 20 minutes, maybe up to a few hours, grinding and collecting things only to lose it all just from a small mistake. And Galactic Catch is a phenomenal break away from that. I was able to just turn off my brain and relax. It was able to give me that drive and need to want to keep collecting more fish, but I didn't feel brokenhearted whenever I lost one. And honestly, for a game that costs less than most of the times I go out to eat, I would say definitely pick this up. Hope everybody found this entertaining. I'll be leaving links for the game down in the description below. I'll also be leaving some videos right over here in the corners in case you want to see anything else that the channel has to offer. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.